tonight, we could hang out with Ivan. Yeah.
Alright, so we are definitely restarting this game. There is no menu. Okay, close Kerbal Space Program. Open it up again. Run it. Why did my start menu freeze? There we go. Loading! Recruiting Kerbals. Scattering scatters. Oh, and by the way, one thing that we're going to do, we're going to make sure all this local at SOI entry, local at SOI exit. Yeah, I like that actually. As opposed to dynamic, relative. Yeah, local at SOI exit. That's going to be probably the best for calculating gravity assists. Orbit line fade strength. Okay, orbit line fade reversed. Always show closest approach for target. Yeah. Well, why wouldn't you want to show closest approach for target? Okay. ComNet line brightness factor. That's probably good. Let's see, we got... Ooh. Yeah, we definitely want that. Pixel light count, we can go up to 26. Okay. Except... we just want everything on. Okay, because we got a killer graphics card in here, so... Let's resume saved. Oh! I also forgot to turn on chat. So, let's just do that real quick. I don't know if somebody's trying to talk to me. Okay, we'll just keep this here. What's going on? Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and we're doing our normal live stream this time, because it's been a while and we've got people who are going to, or Kerbals that are going to Duna, whom we want to where are they? Did they leave Kerbin's sphere of influence? Yes, they did. Okay, Gumdrop. No. That's right. You're going that way. Okay. Forgot how giant the space station is, and how we could totally use this to help put this on a better trajectory in Mars, in Duna, so that, and perform suborbital rendezvous and docking if necessary, if this isn't enough fuel, which I'm starting to suspect. I probably kept my margins too low on that. But, yeah, currently it's doing just swimmingly. Okay, who do we got? Patcott and Piper. Patcott is a scientist, and then Piper is somebody else. So let's transfer Piper to that one. And we got Valentina and Sandfell, whom are pilots and engineers. We got Bill and Bob. Bob is a scientist. Crew hatch. Wilden, Jomon, and Melmond. Scientists all around. Let's go ahead and transfer one of them over to here. We've got review stored data, gravity scan while high over Kerbin. Over Kerbin's water. Okay, just keep experiment. We're gonna do a little flyby of the moon here. And as such, we can see if there's any of these experiments that we need to... Nope. Focus camera. Where are we? Here we go. Aim camera. Okay. Oof. Observe mystery go. Reset. Atmosphere analysis can't be done. Wish I could see what's going on in here. Oh wait, I totally could. If I get this guy to turn on his lights and come up here. Alright. Log gravity data. Great. Log pressure data? Not so great. Whatever. Bored. Let's leave this sphere of influence. Leave Kerbin. We are going to Duna. So let's go ahead and add a maneuver here. Alright, so that's how much plane change we need, and then we need to push that back in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now we tweak it, fine tune it. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna hit. Looks like I'm gonna hit Duna, so we can go ahead and make sure we come around the right side. So that'll be a near equatorial orbit. Ah. Tiny, tiny little tweaks here and there. There, now the periapsis is pretty much equatorial with let's make sure it's equatorial. Equatorial periapsis, sweet! And the altitude of the periapsis, 38 kilometers, which is enough to get us a little bit of assist from the atmosphere, but not enough to burn us up. If we retract our solar panels, we should be fine. Alright, let's go ahead and time accelerate to that particular maneuver, which is 6.6 meters per second, occurring in 132 days.
Mom, I'm back with Dylan and his
Alright.
cousin. Mom, I'm back with Dylan and his cousin.
I heard you. I'm not your mom, but I heard you.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, let's so we're controlling from here, right? There we go. And we've got only the nuclear engine active, right? Right? And there's no more fuel in that, or that. So what's the point of having them? Whoa. Had to carefully turn there to avoid nicking my solar array. This has a very large moment of inertia, might I add. Very, very large moment of inertia. Okay. So we can go ahead and perform this 6 meter per second burn. Alright, so now looks like I'm going to hit Duna. Just barely. So let's go prograde. And you'll see prograde and slightly south. What? That didn't make sense. Okay, that is the opposite direction that I need to go. Because I don't think this south thing is working. Nope. I thought it would affect the moment that I intersected, or the position that I intersected Duna. No, it more affects my momentum, apparently. Alright. Make that more equatorial here by burning north. Beautiful. Seems a little bit north where I'm going, or maybe that's just me. It's probably just me. So we'll just do a tiny little thrust here, bring us to about 40 kilometers. Perfect. Alright. Since we're high over the sun, let's see if there are any experiments that we can do. Aim camera. Thank you. Alright. Log temperature? Nope. Log pressure? Nope. Keep that data. EVA. Take the data. Do an EVA report from high over the sun. Keep the report. And board. Aim camera. Log gravity data. Keep the data. Alright. Yeah! Let's fly off to Duna. Uh-oh. Okay. So we are coming in. Oh crap. No, never mind. No, this is perfect. Now that we're over Duna, we can get a little bit more science here. Go ahead and rotate this so that our solar arrays are more over the sun. We get a little more sunlight in our EVA. Okay, we can log pressure data, keep the data. We can log temperature, keep the data. We can log gravity data, keep the data. We can observe mystery goo. We can keep that experiment. We can collect that data and restore the experiment. We can observe materials bay. We can keep that data. We can collect that data and we can restore that experiment. We can take an EVA report. We can keep that experiment. We can take that data, and we can take that data, and we can take that data. Okay, and we can board back in there. Okay. I'm gonna read a little bit about all of these leveling. So there is a level up function in this mobile processing lab. Level up crew. No connections available to send reports back home. Oh. Extend antenna. Now do we have CurbNet access? Yes, we do at 21%. Didn't we install a bigger antenna? I mean, I could have sworn we did something like that, right? Right? Wrong. What's in here again? Nothing? We don't have a big antenna? Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, guys. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, well, let's see if we can level up crew. Alright. Alright. So, a lot of our crew just leveled up just from going to Duna. And let's take a look at our CurbNet. Oh no! Jeebus. Okay. No matter. I'm just gonna launch another, like, high-power communications satellite specifically to orbit Duna. So we're going to do that. We're going to go to the tracking station. We're going to go to the Space Center. And we're going to go to our vehicle assembly building. We're going to open up ComSat. What, ComSat 3? Alright. And just to give this a little bit more oomph, we're going to give it a fuel tank and a tiny little engine. Excellent. Tiny little engine. Now, attach it there. That should be good. We need a decoupler on that. Alright. Save, and we're going to launch, and we're going to launch this. Basically, we're going to launch it at midnight and go straight up. I think that's what we're going to do. So... Alright. That's our target. And it's out of electric charge, so we're going to recover this vessel. And we're just going to launch it again immediately. Done. Not the one-man show. Let's do, where is it? ComSat 3, right? Let's just make sure we got the right one here. Okay, launch. We're definitely going to need a relay satellite orbiting Duna somewhere. We'll probably want two, because we'll want to be within range at all times. Wait until we get just out of the atmosphere and then decouple that fairing. Uh-oh. We're gonna hit that moon. No, we're not.
Might be from a squirrel. I see you guys found my night vision. Cool thing.
Oh, come on. What did I just encounter?
What you guys looking at?
Oh no! I thought that that would be enough, but turns out it wasn't. Oh well, it's not going to hurt to have a comm sat there, so let's go ahead and go back to the Space Center, launch another one, this time with a bit more fuel, a little bit more oomph. If we take this away, what's our mass? 0.75 tons. Okay, so the simplest way to do this, take this fuel tank away and just put this one in. And that's not going to have enough power, so what we're going to do is we're going to do, let's see, thrust here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is going to be better. So. These go, detach, and these go. Okay. fair enough. We'll go ahead. We'll launch this. This should have enough oomph. Yeah. It's still pretty much midnight, so we're gonna go ahead and launch. For some reason, my spacecraft is falling over, but I don't think it's going to fall too far before I get going fast enough. Forgot. I gotta let those go. Alright. Oh, come on. This has got to be a lot better. Come on. Actually, north was a good idea. It's not gonna happen.
Hi, Fred. Hi, Fred. Fred. Fred.
I am way underestimating the delta V requirements here, but it's okay if we have lots of these satellites up there. Do this one more time. This time we are going to way overdo it.
I have your cat. Alright, set him down.
Okay, enough of that. Alright, so this is going to be our rocket. Boom. And then, how much does this app produce? Almost 200. 200 times 4. Yeah, that'll give us a good thrust to weight ratio before this goes.
Hello, friend.
Go ahead and launch it. Alright, and set as target. Woo, yeah, okay. This might get us close to escape velocity just on the solid rocket boosters. Booyah! Look at that network. That's neat. Zoom out enough, and they converge into single lines. Oh shoot, I've been burning out of the atmosphere for a while with that fairing that I don't need. Okay, that's fine though. Got plenty of fuel. Let's go ahead and time accelerate until I'm out of here. Oh, I overshot that closest approach.
Okay, we have to ask your parents.
Okay, here's the trajectory we're on. Let's get rid of those comsats so they're not obnoxiously in our way. We got Duna periapsis. Okay, started to go back up, so let's create a maneuver. Oops. Okay. At the the ascending node, we need to create a maneuver to bring... Duna periapsis to 1,000,000 kilometers. There we go. That Duna periapsis. I need to keep up, not that one. Yeah, that's a good position there. So we're going to keep that, but we are going to right now oh god. No.
And then he resigns and it ends the book, but hold on really fast.
What happened to our tracking station? Where'd our crew go? Did they crash? They couldn't have crashed. They were not on a crashing trajectory. Ah, there it is. Okay. Fly. Ah. Alright. Let's see, those can hold a little bit of liquid fuel in them. Not enough for the whole tank or anything like that. Are these using liquid fuel? Okay. Let's warp until we're pretty close to Duna. I think we have to be within about 400 kilometers. Let's set up our maneuver node. That's the maneuver we have to do. Okay. 301 meters per second. Go ahead and target that maneuver node. Fortunately, we have a pilot who's skilled enough to target maneuver nodes. Or a couple of them, actually. Let's go ahead and level up crew. All right. 140 kilometers. That's what I need to do. Wow, that took a lot more research than I thought. Okay, 140 kilometers, so I need to be a lot closer to perform these science experiments. Let's see, where are those science experiments? It would be here. Aim camera. At my service bay. Perfect. Okay, review stored data. Gravity scan while high over Duna. Okay, so all my stored data is good. Let's go ahead and time accelerate until we're at about 140 kilometers, and then we will do a mad dash to get all the science we can, because we'll be dropping close to our capture burn. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Camera just flipped. Still high over Duna. That was to be expected, but I just wanted to check. Okay, 147, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Observe materials bay. There we go. Space near Duna. Keep experiment. Observe mystery goo. Keep experiment. Log gravity data. Keep experiment. Log temperature. Keep experiment. Log pressure. Keep experiment. Crew report. Keep experiment. EVA. We can do an EVA report. Above Duna's highlands. We can take that data. And we can take that data. And we can take that data. We can take that data. We can collect that data and restore it. And we can collect that data and restore it. And we can come back into the ship with all of that lovely science. And we can retract this solar panel and that solar panel. And Retract that solar panel. And retract that solar panel. And that solar panel is probably going to break away on us. We can close those doors. And we can perform a 300 meters per second burn. Actually, let's open those doors because I do want to get an atmospheric analysis scan here. While I'm in the upper atmosphere. Upper atmosphere seems to be a highly variable detection. Periapsis is at 40 kilometers. Maybe when I'm under 50 I'm in the atmosphere. At some point I'm in the atmosphere. Let's do crew report. Upper atmosphere. Keep experiment. Okay, run atmosphere analysis. Keep experiment. Let's see. Log pressure data. Keep experiment. Log temperature. Keep experiment. Log gravity data. Gravity scan cannot be done right now. Oh, okay. Observe materials bay. Keep experiment. Observe mystery goo. Keep experiment. Do a crew report. Cancel. View report. Duna's atmosphere. Right, okay. So we're high enough in the atmosphere, I think we can safely do an EVA report. EVA report. We can go ahead and board. Now let's fire up that engine. Let's target the retrograde vector. Okay, since these two tanks can be used, okay, let's go out, fill those tanks up. What? Okay. Fine. Let's fill those tanks up. Okay. Drain off all the fuel I can from these fuel tanks. See if we can ditch them. Maybe I should have started my deceleration long before starting to take my science, because this is losing a little Oberth effect here. Okay, we definitely don't want to start those engines up. Next course of action would be to decouple this one and that one, so those two upper ones. That one and that one, I believe. 1, 2. Oh, it looks like... Nope. We just went back to high over Duna. We're just going to continue to burn retrograde, and we're going to burn until we get an encounter with Ike here. So right now our closest approach is, well, where we are, because we're getting further away from Ike, and we'll not be getting closer to Ike at any point. But that will change as our speed drops to below escape velocity, which we can approximate by when this number just exponentially increases. It's getting faster and faster. It's good. 4 hours. 4 days, 4 hours. 4 days, 5 hours. 4 days, 5.5 hours. 4 days, 6 hours. Or no, 5 days. Right. 5.5. 5 days, 1 hour. 5 days, an hour and a half. 5 days, 2 hours. 5 days, 2.5. 5 days, 3 hours. 5 days, 3.5. 5 days, 4 hours. 5 hours. 6 hours, or 6 days. 6 days, 1 hour. 6 days, 2 hours. 6 days, 3 hours. Oh, here we go. It's really starting to curl in. Eight days, 1 hour, 8 days, 2 hours, 8 days, 3, 8 days, 4, 8 days, 5, 9 days. Come on. we depleted fuel in those tanks, so we can go ahead and jettison them. Ding. All right. There we go. So we're going to have an encounter with Ike. What we want to do is we want to bring it around the side of Ike that oh, we are very planar. This is good. So we want to bring that around to this side of Ike. Oh, perfect. Could not ask for a better burn there. And that will set us up. So if we decrease the thrust on this tremendously, and then actually, we're going to come into an orbit over Ike. So let's just leave this the way it is. And no, we need to be hitting Ike more over its poles. So I'm going to time accelerate until I'm at to about apoapsis. Okay, changed my focus to Duna. I wish I could change my focus to the actual craft. It's a glitch that they need to fix. Okay, let's go ahead and target retrograde here. Now focus view on Ike. We're going to aim to come in directly over its north pole. Or its south pole, either one. Whatever works. Go right about there. We can go ahead and increase the thrust a little bit on this. See, wait a minute. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay. There we go. Coming in straight over Ike's North Pole, South Pole, whatever. It's going to insert us into a polar orbit over Ike. "20 kilometers. Perfect. Yes! Alright. Okay. So now that we got that out of the way, we still have these two. And everything else appears to be full. Excellent. We've got... Okay, let's perform our rendezvous with Ike. And normally our encounter with Ike would send us back on a deep space trajectory that would even take us just in the interplanetary medium, where we'd be stuck for hundreds or thousands or of years, if not forever. Probably forever, because we're much more likely to get ejected from the Kerbal system than to Alright. Okay, so this encounter just enabled us to do more leveling up. Oh yeah. Look at this, level 4. We got lots of very experienced Kerbals, which are going to get a lot more experience as they go down and they perform landings on the surface. Hello from Siberia. Hello from Siberia. Any mods? I am not using any mods in this. This is a stock version of Kerbal. Sometimes I use Kerbal Engineering Redux, and sometimes I use McJeb, just to make the game go a little bit faster, especially for maneuver planning. Because I am so good a pilot that McJeb doesn't give me so much benefit, I could go ahead and extend these solar panels, because I'm about to get some mad scientific research that I want to get going on. So we're going to aim camera here. Go ahead and open this. We can get Bob out here. Bob can take all that data there and perform an EVA report. Excellent. Actually, why don't you get back in there? Three 1.3.1, yes. Only manual, only hardcore, yeah. It's very hardcore. Okay, let's see. Crew report, yes, definitely want that. Go ahead and EVA. Take that data. Now climb up. And we're gonna take that data. Take that data. I don't think there's any data there. We're gonna download that data. Collect that data, remove it, restore. And collect that data, remove data, restore. And now observe mystery goo. Excellent. Collect that data, restore. We're going to observe material bay, collect that data, and restore. We're going to do a gravity scan. Take that data. We're going to log pressure data. Take that data. We're going to log temperature. And take that data. Did you do the EVA report? I think so. Good. Dump experiment. That's the one EVA report that I've already taken. So this is in a real good position. We're going to go ahead and target retrograde vector, because we're going to start our burn. It's going to take us a long time to do this burn, but 272 meters per second burn. Actually, let's not do it quite that aggressively. Let's go down to there. And raise the throttle on our thrust limiter to 100% so we can perform that burn. It's at 36 minutes, but I think that was at 10% thrust, so it should be, 3.5 minutes, whatever. We'll go ahead and give ourselves just a little bit of a toot here. Just to get a good approximate of how long that burn's going to take. 3.5 minutes, yeah. That's what I said. Go ahead and time accelerate to 1:45 from the maneuver node. Awesome station, where are you going to fly? This is a Duna and Ike mission. We're going to land on Ike multiple times. Hopefully land on Duna multiple times, although I don't know if the lander has quite enough fuel to reliably make it back to low Duna orbit. I really hope it does. But it's really hard to say. Oh, I overshot the crap. Okay. It's alright. We'll just actually target retrograde there. Get rid of that maneuver node. Yeah, I'm glad you like my station. I think it's pretty awesome. doesn't quite have enough of these modules here to return everybody back to Kerbin, because I've got... How many Kerbals do I have on this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 Kerbals, but only enough capacity to return 3 of them back to the surface. I'll have to do rendezvous and docking in low Kerbin orbit. I hope I have enough fuel to land on the surface of Ike multiple times. I wonder if my Kerbals have enough EVA to land on the surface of Ike from low Ike orbit. Or do they need to be boosted down a fraction of the way? I think they have enough EVA, monopropellant EVA, to actually slow down and land on the surface of Ike. So as long as I can get them within range of the base station, I think things will be good. Burn takes a long time. Almost captured. Almost in a captured orbit over Ike. Here we go. There we go. And stop thrust. Perfectly elliptical. Let's hope I'm still in space near Ike. Perfect. If I can rattle off these experiments real quickly before aim camera. Gravity data just above Central Mountain Range. Log temperature data. Let's do a crew report. Excellent. EVA report, Central Mountain Range, take data, take data, take data, take data, collect data, remove, restore, store experiments, collect data, remove data, restore. See, log gravity data, reset. That's Central Mountain Range again. So that's the Central Mountain Range, huh? Let's see. Okay, I'm right over there. Log gravity data. Lowlands, sweet. EVA report. And board. Okay, I don't think we're going to get another one over the right range. So. Whew. Alright. Things are going well. Oh! Those can store liquid fuel as well. So I could utilize them. Although I do want to do stuff. Okay. Refuse store or data. Anything around Ike I'm going to want to process in the mobile storage lab. But I'm not going to want to process that until all of my Kerbals have gained experience. Tons of experience. So, let's go ahead and perform the circularization burn here. Okay. Got a circularization burn over Ike. It's going to take us 2 minutes and 30 seconds to perform that burn. Go ahead and fly around Ike. Woo! Yeah! Apparently there are mods to fix the patched conics. I think they actually do an N-body diagram. But that's, wow, that's, or maybe they just do N-body near the, on the outer parts of the spheres of influence. And they just kind of use some fuzzy logic to transition between, but seems odd. Because that would create instabilities during the transition. Okay. Oh. Gotta slow down. Excuse me, I must go to work. Thank you for streaming. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. До свидания. I wish you a successful flight. Thank you. And landing. Yeah, I hope the landing goes well too. Don't want that periapsis to drop below about 20 kilometers, so. Or, you know what? We'll just kill it there. That's good. We're in low orbit over Ike. Let's go ahead and do some more science experimenting. If we can spam this gravioli detector. Take data, log gravity data, Midlands. Alright. EVA report. And store experiments. Let's see, do I have any more experience because we dropped into orbit since entering the sphere of influence? Probably. Yeah, we just got tons of experience here. Look how experienced my staff is. Oh, that's awesome. They're all 3 stars and above. Many of them are 4 stars. Blocked by command pod. See if we can get any more experience here. EVA report. We are lowlands. Did we already do lowlands? I think we did lowlands already, but just going ahead and I gotta dump experiment. Whatever. Okay, what are we going to do? We are going to do another EVA and just spam the space over here. Southeastern mountain ridge, perfect. Log gravity data, keep it, take the data, and board. Yes. Okay, so we got like what, 4 biomes from low Ike orbit here. Southeastern mountain ridge. Okay. So we're flying somewhere over there. We already got lowlands. We already got Midlands. Those are the only things around the southeastern mountain ridge. And we're just going to have to go for polar lowlands, maybe, next? Yeah, we should be coming over that just after we pass over the North Pole. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Let's do that. Let's pass over the North Pole, get the polar lowlands here. Who knows, maybe we'll get them right here. Okay. Midlands. Already got Midlands. Woo. Alright. EVA report. Midlands still. Midlands. Midlands? Oh, come on. Midlands. Midlands. Midlands? You gotta be kidding me. Midlands. Is there something that tells us what biome we're at? Try one more time. Midlands. No. I don't want the Midlands. Maybe I actually didn't get the Midlands. Let's try keep, board, dump experiments. I have the Midlands already. Looks like I'm not going to get any more any polar lowlands this time around. Time accelerate a little bit. We're going to do this a little more rapid fire here. Aim camera at that gravioli detector. Gravity data reset. Okay. Gravity data reset. Gravity data reset. Log gravity data. Western Mountain Ridge. Do we have Western Mountain Ridge? We do not. EVA. EVA report. So keep that data. Take that data. Get back in the fucking spacecraft. Alright. Aim camera. Okay, Western Mountain Ridge would be... or this orange part. Okay, so it looks like I came up here. I came down here. So this is where I am. I might be coming up on the Central mountain ridge. But we already got central. So we can go ahead. We do need the eastern mountain ridge, which we might get on our next orbit. It's hard to pinpoint exactly where I am. I think the eastern mountain ridge is this thing up here, maybe? Oh wait, that's that. Perfect. Okay. Oh, beautiful. I know exactly where we are on this map. I can see it. I can see it. And if we're lucky, yes, we will graze the tip of the eastern mountain ridge. Yeah. Which means 180 degrees out of phase. We're still going to get the miss the polar lowlands. Okay. Eastern Mountain Ridge. Okay. EVA report. Eastern Mountain Ridge. We just got it. Take data. And board. Board. Just like you. Okay. Let's time accelerate. Oh, we can always do South Pole. Always do South Pole. So we just went over the tip there, which means we're going to come around. Well, we might be over the polar lowlands here. Let's try it. Okay. Log gravity data. Midlands. Nope. We'll get it on the next roundabout. Let's go to the South Pole. Okay, we're coming down basically here. We're going to Western Mountain Ridge. We already got that. The South Pole, just after we pass the South Pole, we'll go ahead and spam that. We'll get it. We'll get it right. Yeah. Okay. So, log gravity data. South Pole, excellent. EVA report from the South Pole. Board. Awesome. Now, let's just do a couple of orbits. This is where we flew over last time. Gives us an approximation of how much the planet moves with each orbit. So need a couple more orbits to be able to reach the polar lowlands. Let's do 3 of them. It's the last biome. The last biome we need is those polar lowlands. Just gotta wait. We've gotta wait patiently. I never get into space with cargo. Got any tips? You gotta have a staged rocket. Your first stage should have a thrust to weight ratio of about 2 to 1. So you got to take your mass, multiply it by 9.8 meters per second, and that should give you the number, and then multiply that by 2, and that should give you the number of kilonewtons of force that you need to lift that payload off on the first stage. About half of the mass of your rocket should be just in that first stage, and then half of the remaining mass needs to be in the second stage. And you might even need a third stage just to get to orbit, or put on some strap-on solid rocket boosters that you jettison once they run out of fuel. So a rocket designed like that should definitely get to orbit. Also, Scott Manley does some great tutorials on YouTube. I'm just going to plug his channel. He'll teach you everything you need to know. Okay. Let's see if we can get this polar lowlands biome here. Should be right about here. Alright. EVA. EVA report. Polar lowlands. Take data, log gravity data, polar lowlands, we got it. Okay, so at this point, it's about making sure all these fuel tanks are full. We're going to use some monopropellant here. We've got, let's see, is temperature biome specific here? I don't think it is. I think only the gravity data is biome specific. But, okay, excellent. So we're going to undock. You got to be kidding me. I was still controlling this spacecraft. That's weird. Okay. We're going to aim at our retrograde vector here using our fancy autopilot system. And I want to land in the sunlight. So I'm going to fast forward until I'm over the North Pole, drifting away from our space station into the darkness. Hopefully we don't clip into our space station, which it looks like we may. Okay, let's go ahead and ooh, almost hit the solar array there. Okay. Now, to do this with the most fuel efficiency, I'm going to monitor my monopropellant and use monopropellant for the first bit of the burn here. We do not want to crash into any of the mountains. I'm using H on the keyboard to That's good. That'll take us nice and low, and over here we'll just start performing our landing burn. See if we can land. Okay, not going to hit those mountains. Here we go. I don't want to start any later than that. I gotta turn off these thrusters for. Okay, let's just use all but about 20% of our monopropellant just to give us the most delta V left. And then next time we go back down to the surface. Okay. Oh, shoot. I can't perform maneuver nodes. Okay. We got about half a G of acceleration, which means it's going to take us about 60 seconds to perform our suicide burn. So we can let's do it about there. Okay. That's probably good. And we're going to actually target the surface velocity retrograde vector. Okay. I suck balls at this game. I really want to get to Minmus after getting to the moon and flinging Jeb into far Kerbal orbit, but I don't know how. There's plenty of tutorials on that. To get to the moon after you've established an equatorial low Kerbal orbit traveling eastward, then you will want to hold on. This takes some concentration at this point. You will want to... Okay, I've got about a 10 seconds to... My suicide burn altitude's going to be around 300 meters. So where's my radar altitude? There's my radar altimeter. And when that gets to, let's do 350. 350, that's when I fire up my engine. And we'll see how accurately I can get to this. I can't just count to 210 in one breath without preparation. It took me like a week of practicing and training. Jesus. How close am I? Oh shit. Oh shit. Shit, 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 shit. Oh! Oh, that was awesome. That was one of the best suicide burns I've ever done. I forgot that my ship continues to accelerate while I'm approaching that suicide burn moment. I almost overshot. Thank God I was paying attention to how close that land was coming up, because I almost killed Bob Kerman there. Okay. Whew. Alright, and we still have plenty of fuel to get to orbit. We only used up that much, and that's like 20-30% of the delta V that we needed to actually do this. So let's go ahead and run our experiments now that we're on the ground. Oh man, that was exciting. Bravo, clap, clap, clap. Okay, log gravity data. Oh, whoops. Let's go ahead and take that data. Take data. Take data here to board. Okay. Woo! Look at all that data that we've taken. Okay. We don't need to hold position. Oh no 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 no. Okay, you are going to walk so that one of your legs is pointing downhill. There we go. Can I adjust the... What? Wheel stress? That's not a frickin' wheel. Oops. 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 Okay. Let's put the landing gear back up. Okay, let's run our experiments. Let's stop messing around with trying to get this thing stable. Log pressure, log seismic data, log gravity data, log temperature, Observe mystery goo. Observe materials bay. Crew report. EVA report. Take data. Take data. Take data. Take data. Oh, one thing I also forgot. Run analysis. What? Oh, okay. EVA again. Climb that ladder a little bit. So, gotten all that data. Collect data from the mystery go and restore the experiment. Collect the data from the materials bay. Restore the experiment. Okay. Did I do the EVA report? Pretty sure I did, but just in case we didn't. And then we're going to take a surface sample. Taking the surface sample. Review sample, EVA. Alright. Now, you are going to plant a flag. Oh yes, planting the flag. Site name, Ike Landing 1 of many. Alright. Why don't you get back in the... And we can dump the repetitive EVA report. So we have our Ike base here. We've landed on it. We've performed all the experiments. And we need to go off to a different biome. So let's go ahead and close this. Okay, and we are going to fly due north to perform rendezvous and docking with our space station. So let's go ahead and... Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Might need to pull up a little bit. Just a little bit. Pull up, pull up, pull up.
Mom!
Oh, come on. Orbit
Dylan's
needs to
dad
be
wants to meet you.
that way. Woo! Good thing we got plenty of fuel. Let's bring this up to... Oh, let's do that altitude. And we'll perform a couple of maneuvers here to properly rendezvous. Woo, yeah!
You want to meet Dylan's dad?
Sure.
Hello.
Alright. Once I circularize here at Apoapsis, I'm going to just end the live stream and we'll come back to it. Alright. Okay, that should be sufficient. So we've landed on Ike. We've got everything's going well. We're gonna continue landing on Ike and bring all of our crew to the surface to plant flags so that they have experience in the next episode.